So we left off here at the check-in. We're going to go ahead and move forward. You should have answered that. June 1862, we got the 7 Days Battles. And so what's going on here? For those of you following along on the note sheet, this should follow pretty similarly. General McClellan leads the Army of the Potomac to Richmond. General Robert E. Lee fights back with a heavy cavalry. Fighting lasts a week, hence why it's called the 7 Days Battles. In this case, the South wins. Total casualties for both sides are going to be 40,000 people. So we can see that things are getting kind of nasty and how the war effort is going on. And you can obviously pause these anywhere you need to if you're taking notes. We do want to discuss, though, the controversy over Robert E. Lee and other Confederate persons and the monuments that actually are out there for them. So road signs, statues, actual monuments, whether it's Robert E. Lee, P.G.T. Beauregard, President Jefferson Davis. These are definitely controversial historic figures. We're going to look at Lee specifically just because it's an easy breakdown. The case 4, he's a 32-year U.S. Army veteran, fought bravely for the United States in the Mexican-American War, led assault at Harper's Ferry. So he's actually the guy who captured John Brown, or at least his team is. He was a top grad of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, New York, and actually served as superintendent of West Point for a long time. Now, on the flip side, he was opposed to slavery, but joined the Confederate Army because he felt that he needed to support his home state of Virginia. He vowed to protect the U.S., but again fought for home and family in Virginia, which was not part of the United States when he joined the Confederate Army. And there are statues throughout the South that remind people of racism because while he claims to have stood against slavery, he didn't necessarily show that in his actions. And so there's an example of a statue there, Lee on a horse. And of course, the questions that we have is kind of generally speaking, what do you think? Should they be taken down? Is there an alternate solution? Is vandalism of these Confederate monuments okay? We can see some examples of vandalism here. These are relatively recent pictures within the last few years. So consider those questions on your flip lesson form for today. I just want to see what your feedback is. If you have a conversation in class, even better. Go ahead and have a conversation with each other with the guest teacher who's in the room. But if you wanted to drop it into the Google form, then it lets me see what your thought process is. And then I can send some feedback based on that.